Good afternoon, wrestling fans, and thank you for tuning in to the Championship Wrestling Connection. On this week's episode of Classic Championship Wrestling, we present JDR Promotions and Cole Championship Wrestling. Take a look back at some of the best in Southern West Virginia and from those around the region as JDR Promotion presents Cole Saturday Night Wrestling.
And now, real championship wrestling returns this Saturday night. And who better to start it all off than 8-time World Tag Team Champion, Rock and Roll Ricky Morton. Here's Joe and Jason with the play-by-play.
I'm ready to rock the house, Joe Brody, with Rock and Roll Ricky Morton right here on Cole Saturday Night Wrestling.
Hey, let's not miss an opportunity to let the fans know Chris Malenko, no slouch himself, a two-time United States Tag Team Champion right here in Championship Wrestling. Collar elbow lockup, Malenko backs Morton into the corner, gives him a shot to the midsection, attempts to shoot him out. Morton with a reversal, and there he is with a big shoulder tackle. Jason Malenko down on the mat.
Modern Profile. He was one half of Modern Profile. Chris Malenko, you're right, absolutely no slouch. But I have to wonder, is the youngster ready to take on the veteran today, Joe Brody?
Well, we're going to find out right along with all of our fans right here. And fans, we are so proud to be here with you on this station with Cole Saturday Night Championship Wrestling. We are what wrestling used to be, what wrestling ought to be, right here.
Look at that big hip toss by Rock and Roll Ricky Morton. Follows it up by an arm drag. Look at that, Joe Brody. He's picked out a body part and he's going to dissect it.
Ricky Morton has not lost a step, fans. Those of you that remember the battles that this man had along with his partner, Robert Gibson, with the Midnight Express and Jim Cornette, and even with the Heavenly Bodies. This man's a true legend in the sport, and we are honored to have him in our opening match here on
Cole Saturday Night Championship Wrestling.
That's right. We can't say it enough. We cannot say it enough. Right now, Ricky Morton back up with an arm wringer, and did you see that back heel trip? Put Malenko down, and quickly Ricky Morton dropped his knee across the arm, continuing to focus on the left arm of Malenko.
Again, he's working that arm, Joe Brody, like you've always told me. Pick out a body part and explore.
Well, I tell you what, that's what it says on the Marquee Fans Wrestling, and that's what we provide you right here. We are where real wrestling takes place, Jason.
That's right, Joe Brody. You know, I've said it time and time again. We've got the best fans, the best wrestlers, and the best wrestling. And
we've got an excellent official in the ring right now. We don't want to forget the third man in the ring out there, Cody Green.
Absolutely right. Cody Green's got his he's got his hands full, rather. His work cut out for him, keeping an eye on both these men. You know, both these guys have been known to use a little bit of dirty pool at one time or another.
Well, you can't convince Ricky Morton's fans of that, but I can tell you what, he knows how to fight fire with fire. That shot to the midsection and that big high knee lift right there he just gave Malenko. I'm surprised Malenko didn't go down. He shoots him into the corner. Malenko started to come out, catches a boot to the midsection. Ricky Morton's going to hook it. Small package inside cradle. Jason Schaefer. Referee Cody Green goes down, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. We're looking at our winner right here in our opening contest on Cole Saturday Night Championship Wrestling.
Your winner, Ricky Morton.
But he's going to be taking on the newcomer here to Championship Wrestling, one Sean Van Halen out of Hollywood, California.
He looks like he's from Hollywood, Joe Brody. Look at that.
He definitely does. The youngster comes highly touted into Championship Wrestling, and he's going to really be biting off a big lot to chew right
Well, you know, we all know Dangerous Dave Scott. He means business. He's not somebody that you take lightly or certainly that you write off. Look at this. Big scoop and a slam for Dave Scott.
Hey, I tell you what, Dave Scott he means business. He's got that upcoming United States heavyweight title shot against Billy Litt at Super Show 4, Saturday, January 16th in Princeton, West Virginia. And if you fans have any way to make it out to that event, you definitely do not want to miss Championship Wrestling's premier event, Super Show 4, Saturday, January 16th in Princeton, West Virginia at the...
Look at that, beautifully executed it.
Hey, and I told you this Sean Van Halen, he came well, highly touted.
He's ready to rock, Joe Brody.
All over Dave Scott. And Dave Scott, Scott shoots him in. He ducked. Oh, spine buster. Be it right there. That's going to be it. Dave Scott hit the money move. Whoa, no, Van Halen.
We only got a 2 count.
Man alive, what a good showing here from this young Sean Van Halen. Excellent professional wrestler. What a showing. right here, and I am highly impressed. Jason Schaefer.
Look at this. It looks like our fans are impressed here too, Joe Brody, as they're rallying right behind him. Look at this. Van Halen's not giving up. Van Halen's not done.
I'll tell you what, truer words have never been spoken, Jason Schaefer. Van Halen is not done. But, and there's Dave Scott with a boot across the throat. And I'll tell you what, he's wanting to send a message.
Right to the back, to the monitors in the back. I have it on a good authority that Billy Litt is back there. I can only imagine that Dave Scott's just trying to send him a message.
Well, what a big title matchup coming up for Dangerous Dave Scott and Billy Litt for the United States Heavyweight title in Princeton, West Virginia at Super Show 4, as I mentioned earlier. And look at that big sunset flip from Sean Van Halen. He got a 2 count on Dangerous Dave Scott, and here comes Scott. He scoops both legs. Let's see what he's going. Looks like he's going for the Boston Crab.
Taking him over for that Boston Crab. Look, Joe Brody, look.
Van Halen's going to have to get to the ropes. That's it. That's it. Your winner via the Boston Crab, Dangerous Dave Scott, maintains his winning streak heading into Super Show 4. And I believe, Jason Schaefer, you have an interview coming up with Todd Austin and the Children of Revolution.
Now newcomer Cedric Alexander and Diablo Sr. take on Todd Austin and the monster Caden Phoenix. Let's go back to Jason and Joe.
I'm just glad to get away from those Children of Revolution. You know, I hope they get what's coming to them, Joe Brody.
Well, what an interview you had right there, and with a fired-up Todd Austin, and they are ready. They have a match at Super Show 4 in Princeton, Jason Schaefer.
Speaking of fired up, this Cedric Alexander's fired up, and he's doing just that to the crowd.
He is, and that is his second trip into the ring for championship wrestling, and he takes that arm over on Todd Austin, and he's working it right out of the gate. Now, I don't know how well he has worked out or if he has ever teamed with Diablo Sr. in the past, but Cedric Alexander gave Hustler Britt Manson everything he could handle previously here on Championship Wrestling
Television.
Television.
I can't stand this Todd Austin. The arrogance. Somebody just needs to stop these guys.
Well, I tried it one time, Jason Schaefer. I gave him a lesson that I thought would calm him down a little bit, but I swear to you, I think it only made him worse. And there you have Austin with a side headlock on Cedric Alexander. Alexander shoots him off, and here he comes. Makes a big shoulder tackle, and there goes Austin up and over. Let's see, Alexander. Oh, look at that! Oh, he caught him. He caught him full flush right there. Now he's going to shoot Austin off, and a big arm drag up and over. And man alive, talk about alive.
Look
Cedric
at that.
Alexander has come alive in a big drop kick up and over. Jason Schaefer, that's the best drop kick I've seen in championship wrestling. Oh, Moses! Look at that, a springboard moonsault.
2 count, Joe Brody. That was just a 2 count.
And man, here comes Diablo Sr., and if he stays as fired up as Cedric Alexander, if we can keep the monster Caden Phoenix out, they could very well pull off an upset win here on television. Up and over.
Look at this, Joe Brody.
Vertical suplex. And Diablo's got him up and over, got the leg hooked. He's going to try and cover him, 2 count.
And here comes the monster,
There comes
Caden
the monster,
Phoenix.
Caden Phoenix.
Referee Cody Green warning him, time to get to the outside as Diablo Sr. brings Todd Austin back to his vertical base. Shoots him off. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this. The big bulldog. The bulldog headlock coming out of the corner from Diablo Sr. Austin stunned and out of it at this point. Jason Schaefer and right back to the arm and into the hammerlock. And I don't know if I would have gone to a hammerlock after that bulldog, but the reversal there from Austin. And Austin,
Look at this.
looks like he's. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man alive.
Clothesline, Joe Brody.
Hey, he just worked his way right out of that. He reversed that hammerlock and went right back to that clothesline. And it looks like Austin in desperate need to make a tag to the monster Caden Phoenix right now. And I tell you what a matchup we have seen. Excellent showing from Cedric Alexander. And now also followed up by Diablo Sr. And they have really given the former champs all they can handle. But here comes the monster.
Alexander. Here comes the monster Caden Phoenix.
And there he comes. Oh, and a couple of clotheslines followed up by a third, and then a fourth. And this is truly a monster. This is one large.
Look at this big
large
scoop,
human
Joe
being.
Brody.
Power slam down. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. And your winner, Jason Schaefer, the Children of Revolution, but not without some serious effort from Cedric Alexander and Diablo Sr. Let's go back and take a look in slow motion at that power slam while we get ready for a big interview with our United States Heavyweight Champion, Billy Litt. Jason Schaefer, United States heavyweight champion Billy Liddy in the ring taking on the Russian Invader. What do you think of this matchup?
Well, you know, this Russian Invader, he made a big splash here in championship wrestling when he entered into the ranks. He's proven himself. He's held his own, but I don't know about this matchup here tonight. He may have been.
Oh, look at that!
Than he can
Look
shoot.
at that! Jumped the gun before the bell. The Russian all over him, and there's nothing like the Russian Invader would like better than to take that United States heavyweight title home. And there it is. The Russian Invader just hit Billy Litt. I don't even know what to call that move, but he is determined he's going to take out the United States.
He goes for the cover, but he only comes up with the 2 count.
And
He's all over him, Joe Brody.
I tell
This
you
Russian
what.
came here to dance today.
He did definitely do that, just like all the wrestlers here on Championship Wrestling. The type and the kind of action that you fans will see each and every week. What we present is professional wrestling. We are not sports entertainment here. Oh, and look at that. Oh, and a drop kick. Takes back over, and here he comes. Here he comes. He is fired up in the corner with a monkey
He's
flip.
going to flip the switch, Joe
And there
Brody.
goes the Russian. He just flipped the switch on him with that monkey flip and a 2 count. Only got a 2. The Russian's still alive. He's still in this matchup, Jason Schaefer.
Man alive, Billy Litt hammered on the Russian. Look at this big reversal. Oh, that springboard back elbow, Joe Brody. Right here on cold Saturday Night Championship Wrestling.
Only a 2 count once again. Referee Cody Green getting to work out on this matchup. Billy Litt looks like he's going up top.
Upstairs, Joe Brody.
That's it. He is going up top on the Russian. And he's in that high-risk district. Let's see if it pays off. And there he goes.
Flying body press. He hooks the leg. And you're victor. And still, United States heavyweight champion Billy Litt.
And fans, we'll be right back after this. Let's take one more look at that flying body press in slow motion for our fans, and we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors, Jason Schaefer.
It's your old friend here, Handsome Bo James. Some people like to call me the King of Kingsport, and I'm here to tell you, it's finally here. Do you want to be a wrestler, kid? My first full-length book, 348 pages, never publicly told stories, rare photos, a history lesson of pro wrestling in East Tennessee. How I got my career started as a promoter at the age of 14 years old. How my in-ring career started at 15 years old. Stories of being so blessed and getting to work and compete with people like the Russian Bear Ivan Koloff, the Mongolian Stomper, Izzy Slapowitz, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, Ricky Morton, and a whole lot more. Let's not forget about those practical jokes that wrestlers like to pull on one another, a whole chapter dedicated to that. Tributes to many of my fallen heroes turned friends like Wahoo McDaniel, Road Warrior Hawk, Sherry Martell, Billy Joe Travis, Moondog Spot, and a whole lot more. Buy your copy today, kingofkingsport.com. Each book comes with signed pictures of not only myself, but my beautiful wife, Misty James, and a DVD with never before seen matches, interviews, and special insight from me that follows the book. Do you want to be a wrestler, kid? Available now, kingofkingsport.com.
What an opportunity, Joe Brody, to get in that.
But if they get a win over the champions here on television,
It certainly puts them in contention.
it vaults them right into that #1 contender slot.
That's right.
And young Andrews and Chaos, they've been under the tutelage of Eric St. Clair, a veteran in the sport, holder of multiple titles over the years. And I tell you what, they're going against some real veterans here.
Well,
Dr. Roger Haynes
and
and Joey By God Morton.
And I'll speak on that if I might. You know, certainly I'm impressed over the course of the past few months. You know, Dr. Roger Ham and one Joey By God Morton working cohesively, functioning like a well-oiled machine. And speaking of oil, you know, they've got Shotgun Johnny Sullivan and his millions and millions of dollars backing them right up.
Well, I'll tell you what, we don't want to forget Shotgun Sullivan and the influence that his money has had and the influence that he's had. He is managing right now his third United States Tag Team titles, champions in the third reign. Different champions, I might point out.
Right.
He might be shooting for, God bless him, may he rest in peace, Captain Lou Albano's record of, I believe he carried 17 World Tag Team Champions at one time. I tell you what a shot that is. But in the ring right now, we've got veteran Joey Morton. Looks like he's going against Chris Andrews. And a little bit of history here. Andrews actually brought in
former student of one Joey Morton.
Of Joey Morton, and decided he didn't want to take the shortcuts that Joey Morton was telling him to take. And there's the crowds getting into it with Chaos and Andrews, and collar and elbow lock up here to veteran Joey Morton, backed into the corner by Chris Andrews. And Morton complaining that he pulled his hair. Referee Cody Green telling him that's not the case. Checking with Chris Andrews. Andrews protesting. The fans are saying absolutely not. And boy, what an exciting hour we've had so far here.
You're absolutely right. Let's not lose sight of, Joe Brody, what it means for just wrestling to make its return to Saturday night here in West Virginia. You know, Bill Cole and the Bill Cole Auto Mall, as well as Kia and Subaru, made that all possible.
You know what? A 32-year absence of professional wrestling on West Virginia Saturday night television. And we are so proud that we are being able to bring it back to our fans, and we are proud to be associated with Bill Cole and the Cole Auto Mall.
That's right. This is history in the making right here, Joe Brody.
Any of you fans out there that have never been exposed to championship wrestling, we are without a doubt the top independent professional wrestling promotion in West Virginia. And if you just keep watching their programming each and every Saturday night, you're going to see and hear the best in professional wrestling. And speaking of that, there's Andrews with a big shoulder tackle on Joey Morton.
Takes Morton down.
I wouldn't expect Joey Morton to be on the receiving end of too much of that type of offense out of young Andrews. I mean, let's face it, Chaos and Andrews have come a long way in this sport in a very short time, but realistically, it's a one-in-a-million shot to be able to defeat them.
Look at that. Joey Morton catches Dr. Roger Ham by surprise, making the tag.
And Ham looks like he really wasn't prepared to go into the ring right there, but in the ring he is, Jason Schaefer.
Look at this. We've got the freshman on the other side as well, as Kid Chaos makes his appearance here on Cole Saturday Night Championship Wrestling.
Kid Chaos, again, a young rookie. He's made a really good name for himself in championship wrestling over the last year. And the fans in southern West Virginia have been exposed to championship wrestling for the past, 16 months?
Yes, absolutely.
But this is their very first statewide television taping, and we are so glad. Jason Schaefer and we, look at that! Chaos with a drop kick, and Roger Ham called unawares, and look at this. He has blown a gasket and tagged in Joey Morton, I do believe. And man, he has absolutely blown a gasket. He wasn't expecting that flurry of offense. And Morton reluctantly coming back in the ring. It looks like a little dissension. You were talking about what a well-oiled machine that they were working with.
Perhaps I spoke too soon, Mr. Brody.
Well, I tell you what, these two veterans, even on their worst day, are as good a tag team as any team out there.
As you'll ever find in
That's
this
exactly
sport.
Right. I've been in the ring with both of them on multiple occasions. Joey Morton, a former member of a tag team years ago called the Atomic Blondes that my brother and I had quite a feud with. And some of you fans out there may remember that. Oh, and look at that, another drop kick. Chaos with another drop kick, and Morton backs off into the corner. And
these youngsters apparently appearing to have the veterans a little bit flustered today, Joe.
I'll tell you what, Eric St. Clair's got them prepared, and there's nobody better to take these guys under his wing and get them ready for a shot and an opportunity like this on television with championship wrestling. And there's Morton in with the single leg takedown. Now he's got that ankle lock. And I tell you, right here I have to point out, it looks to me like Morton's making a mistake. He needs to take his left foot and step on the toes or the instep of Chaos on his right foot to keep him. Chaos could get that other leg while Morton was in that standing position up and kick Morton off. Didn't happen, and that's only the inexperience of one Kid Chaos.
Look at this. He goes for the tag and doesn't quite
short-armed him. He short-armed him right there. And, and again, fans, and looks like a little dissension there between the tag team champions, and a big elbow drop from Joey Morton, and Chaos is down it. Oh, and look at there. Joey Morton screaming, tag me. And here
Man's tag.
Here comes Dr. Roger Ham, and I tell you what, Joey Morton can be a vicious, mean individual, but I'm going to tell you something. What I've seen out of Dr. Roger Ham in the past year, I tell you, I think he's right up there with Joey Morton. That big backbreaker right there on Kid Chaos, and he's working that back.
Driving that knee again into the back of Chaos.
He's made that back, that lower back and that kidney area to focus, and here comes Dr. Roger Ham shooting Chaos off. He catches him with that big knee, and look at that, he gives a shot. And Chris Andrews in the corner, and there comes Morton and Ham, and they're going to throw the stomps on him. They're stomping a mud puddle in him right there.
Referee Cody Green completely lost, has no idea what's going on, who the legal man should be. Big sunset flip, he takes Morton down.
A two count on the champion. And I tell you what, they're really showing something right there.
Oh, look at that, he drives that fist in.
I tell you what, that fist drop, another move that I'm familiar with. These guys are primed and ready to defend those United States Tag Team titles. And
here we go. There's Shotgun getting involved.
You knew it had to happen at some point. And I'm really surprised that Eric St. Clair isn't out here. And,
look at this double Alexander off that second rope. Chaos goes down. This could be it, Joe Brody. This could be it. Send him up for that suplex. Takes him over. Going to work with the boot, stepping on the back region again. Back to the back. You know, they've started. They picked out that body part, and they've gone to work, Joe Brody. That's what a good tag team does.
Here they come, and that's it.
Look at that!
Oh, they got him. That's going to be it. Joey Morton's got him wrapped up like a ball of old Christmas wrapping. 1, 2, 3, your winners. The United States Tag Team Champions, managed by Shotgun Johnny Sullivan. Let's see if we can get an interview with him, Jason Schaefer. Ox Baker Jr., and he has earned his shot at the television title. Our West Virginia television champion, the Super B. And look at that. Television title on the line, Super B, and Ox Baker Jr. and Rip Manson outside the ring. And we got to watch out for that. The advisor of Ox Baker Jr., one hustler, Rip Manson.
Rip Manson. You're right. The Manson family here in all of its glory on Cole's Saturday Night Championship Wrestling.
Man, we are so proud of being here. Without a doubt. Look at that. And he's all over him, Ox Baker Jr., all over him. And I tell you what, if Super B doesn't get it together, this big man will take that title belt home with him. And I'd hate to think of what Ox would do with that belt if he took it home with him.
Well, I'm sure the hustler, Rip Manson, wouldn't mind having that television title in his possession once again.
I'll tell you what, former television champion, Hustler Rip Manson, he was actually defeated for the belt at Super Show 3 by the Super B. And there you go, there's the interference and a big left-handed shot from Hustler Rip Manson, taking down the Super B, who was already dazed and confused by, and I don't mean the movie, Jason Schaefer.
That's right.
By Big Ox Baker Jr.
Ox Baker just hammered away on the Super B.
This is one big, powerful individual right here, Jason Schaefer. There's no doubt about that.
Shoots the Super B into the corner, comes at him with a full head of steam.
Oh, and look at that.
Nobody's home, Joe Brody. Nobody's home.
And gave Super B an opening. Super B firing those forearm shots in, perfectly legal. Looks like he's going to shoot Baker up. Here comes Ox off the ropes in the Super B. Oh, the Super B bent with the
Can't take the big man down. Can't take him down.
Off his feet. And I told you, this is one big, mean, powerful individual. Ox Baker Jr. Oh, and look at that. Look at that. He went after him again. And Baker just refusing to go down. And Super B going for a scoop and a slam. Can't get the man up.
Oh, look at that.
I tell you what, that television title could very well be in danger.
It could change hands right here tonight, Joe Brody.
Hustler Rip Manson has got this guy primed.
Look at this.
Oh, scoop and a slam in the center of the ring. And boy, man, oh man. And a 2 count. He covered him, hooked the leg, and only got a 2. Super B able to sneak that shoulder off the canvas, Jason Schaefer.
Oh, The Super Bee coming back to life here. Firing those shots into the midsection. Firing away into his face. Look at this, right in the mush.
Hey, these fans are on the edge of their seat for this one. They know that this television title is on the line, and there comes Ox out after being shot into that corner. And
Super Bee going upstairs, Joe Brody. Look at this. Look at this.
he's giving him the shots right there. The fans counting along with him.
Oh, and one for good measure, Joe Brody.
I'll tell you what, and the Super Bee is going to shoot him off. Let's see if we can get him off his feet by no. He telegraphed the move. Spiker caught him with a boot to the chest and then followed it up with a clothesline. And once again, the Super Bee at the disadvantage. Our champion, he's had some flurries of offense, but this match so far has been about 75 or 80% all Ox Baker Jr. And there goes Super Bee out on the arena floor out here. And that right here in our television
And the
studio.
action spilled out to the outside, Joe Brody. Big Ox Baker Jr. hammered away on the Super Bee. Look at this, Hustler Ramitsky coming in.
Oh, and look at that. Hustler missed. Super Bee ducked. Oh. And look at that. He gives him the old noggin knocker, and Super Bee back into the ring at the count of 7.
Look at this.
There's a count of 9. There it is.
This match has been thrown out, Joe Brody.
Ox Baker has been counted out. Referee counted out. Super Bee still out. Now Western